Generic greetings! In the previous episode, we began to finish off this area here. So this has got some slightly better graded cells. It's got showers, we got our security area with protective custody, things like that. Also, we opened up these sections here so you can actually see people are moving from this dormitory over to this side so they can start mingling if they actually want to do that. In this episode, there's a couple of things we want to do, and actually, mainly, it's finishing off the prison, to be completely honest with you. It's finishing off this bottom area and this workshop on the right. So without any further ado, let's crack on. So these cells, we need to sort them out. Let me just speed up to max speed to get a bit more builder rating done. We do have a window on the far end. I'm just checking there's a radio next to the toilet and a bookshelf next to the bed. So let's sort that out here. Let's just go to whichever one I find first. So we will go here and we'll find a window. So the windows can go in. This is all going to be based on pretty much what I find in the first instance. Looks like we found a tunnel over there, but believe it or not, I actually don't really care because I'm going to do a shakedown later on tonight and we'll hopefully find it anywhere, assuming it's not a false flag. And it's there, so it probably is. Yes, it is. Right. So, we want to then put in the radios rather, but we do need to sort out radiators, and that's what people have been pointing out in the last episode, that actually I'm a little low on the old radiators, so I need to sort that out, which I will be doing as well. There we go, there's all of the radios put in, and then we want bookshelf as well. Bookshelf, there we are. All the way along. And then we'll put it up to there. Right. So. What else do we need to do? Oh! Jail doors, of course. I just realised that I actually haven't got any jail doors on these things, which is not good, because a lot of people have been assigned to this, even though they technically are not legal cells, which I went through last episode and explained why I think that is the case. Several people seem to agree with me, but I don't know whether it's right or wrong. It just seems to be. That's how it is. Right, let's go to utilities, and we need to check from our hot water pipe. This is where to check, see where the hot water is. So we've actually got a radiator, one cell off that side, one on the corner, one cell off this side, one on the corner. Right, that should be, I think, easy enough to do. So it is in our objects radiator. So it's one off the corner, one cell, one off the corner. I think that's about right. Let me just check up this side. It is... Yes, it is, actually. I was going to say it is wrong, but no, it looks to be about right. So, hot water then goes there. Hot water then goes in there. Alright. And then same thing on this side. Radiator. And then radiator. Right, so there's all that done. Currently eat time. We haven't checked the prison grading, so let's have a quick look. Reoffending rate is actually increased by a couple of percent. I believe it's gone up by 2% from 12. Punishment is quite high. Reform's middling. Security is high. Health is on the -2. We have now busted over 1 million for the prison value. 1,140,000. Daily profit is about 18 grand, but that will fluctuate wildly based on the export. Capacity is 278, going up to about 300 once we finish this off. Deaths in custody is actually 24. I thought it was a lot higher than that. One prisoner escaped. Our paroled early is 267 with a 5% chance of reoffending, so that's not bad. And we've got no prisoners executed, and as such, none of them being innocent. Reoffending rate is 14% based on 419 prisoners. Let me just check here. We can see that there's some violence going on. I'm just going to do a full shakedown because it's worth me doing that. That jail door, for whatever reason, is in the completely wrong place, so I'm going to fix that. I don't know how I managed to put it there, but we'll sort that out. Let's just go to jail door and then we'll move it to there as well. Actually, we haven't... Yeah, it's all over the place. Right, so, yeah, as I said, the reoffending rate is gone up. Now, the reason I think that is the case is because when our intake happened, we started to take in some max sec, which I'm actually going to open up again now. So there we go. We'll open up our max sec. There's that pretty much sorted. Over this side here as well, I just want to check, we've got the dormitories as normal only. Now, a lot of people ask, am I going to change that to max sec? No, these dormitories are for anybody. They're just very, very high capacity. We do need to change this common room. Yes, to a holding cell. This common room here we need to change to a holding cell, but I'll get onto that later on. What I want to do first, remember we've got also a virus outbreak, which is 162 prisoners. I want to get the infirmary up and running. So we'll go to infirmary and then we'll sort all that out. There we are. And then we need to just go up the top and check exactly how we've done the beds. So it's a bit of a weird way of placing them, but let's just have a quick look. So down into here and then to the beds. 1, 2, 3, spinny round. 4, 5, 6, and then 7. There we go. We're going to go to staff and then to doctors. We're going to hire 1, 2, 3, 4 more doctors, because why not? They don't all have to work in there, but as long as we've got 4 doctors, that'll be fine. 4 extra doctors, rather. That's sorted. It looks like these cells are done and these cells are done, I think, so it looks about right. There might be some changes and things that we need to mess around with, but we'll get onto that later. Patrols are all sorted, so it's actually just these cells down the bottom. As you can see, a lot of the prisoners are actually sitting in these cells, even though there's nothing in them at all, which is causing me a bit of a problem. Actually, it's causing a lot of a problem, because the danger level is slowly going up. A lot of that is to do with the search that I'm currently doing. However, I reckon if I go to my reports and then to needs, we can see that there will be a fairly big need in places. Seeing there's a big warmth need. That's because these cells are not heated. Also, there'll be a lot of things like sleep and such will be uncritical, because the very small amount of prisoners that are here won't be able to fulfill them needs, even though they're actually assigned to those cells. So we need to get that sorted really as fast as we can. So let us get on with that one. Has that not got some flooring? Yes, it has got some flooring in. Right, so these cells, I'm just going to get on with the basic needs. So the basic needs are shower. Sorry, no. It's toilet and bed and door. So the bed goes along the bottom and the toilet's in that far corner, which has always bothered me. The toilet should be up here. I should really move the toilet up the top, but I just haven't. For whatever reason, we place them here. It is a mistake. I am redoing that mistake because I'm copying up the top. If we get to changing this, I will, in the episode of changing, which is going to be one after this, if we go and fix the problem, it'll be that. So we'll see how it goes. Right, there's that. I believe now they're now legitimate cells. Let's just go to mosaic tiles, and I want to actually make all of this mosaic along here. And then along here as well. There we go. Now we do need to go to concrete tiles and then place some concrete tiles on the entranceways. That's fine. We also need to go to white tiles. I believe, actually, let's just check. Have I white tiled these areas here? It looks like I have. I think you can see white tiles over there. If I go to mosaic, yes. So I've actually put white tiles in. Oh no. Yes, I have. I've actually put white tiles, strangely, in these shower bits, even though you can't see them. I've actually done that. So because we're copying that, we might as well continue the trend. So there's the white tiles, and then same thing here as well. Costing us some money, but we do have how much? 56 grand. It's quite a bit of money, although it won't take long for me to spend all that, especially when I crack on the right hand side with the workshop. Okay, so these are the cells. We need to check what else we've got in them. So we have, if we go up to the top, showerheads are simple enough. Is that a window? It's double window. It's 2 separate windows by the look of it. One there and one there. That's weird. I don't know why that is. I've got double window. I think I have got double window, you know. Interesting. Window there and window there. Now, why wouldn't I put just a large window in? I've got 2 separate windows, and I don't know why that is. Alright, we might get on to changing that later. Anyway, next to the bed, we've got radio, followed by office desk, followed by bookshelf. Alright, so let's just crack on with that. Radio, followed by... Let's just do one side first. Radio, followed by a office desk, followed by bookshelf. And then the chair is closest to the door. Alright, so it's that. Right, so let's just continue on. We will go to the radio, so it is all the way along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate you round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I did the first one, obviously. Bookshelves. Sorry, office desks. Bookshelves going next to this. And obviously this is grading these cells up massively. Bookshelf. There we are. And there we are. Okay. And then we want a chair, which is towards the door. And pause it. And let the workman crack on with that one. Oh my good grief, what the hell has happened? Someone's just been killed is what's happened. This guy here. Benjamin France, age 20, snitch. Informants. Activate some informants. Why not? See what happens. See if we can find any other snitches and such. There's all of the stuff found. There's a snitch, which we currently... Where's he going? He's been assigned protective custody, but nobody else has. So why is he out? Why is he even outside? I'm guessing he's just been... he wouldn't have been let out because he's in protective custody. I'm guessing it's to do with... I'm guessing it's to do with the infection. He's been taken to for treatment or something. That's what I can only assume it being. Right, so shower heads. Let's just put these in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. Rotate this round, and then we'll do the other side as well. There's been several comments from the last episode, most of them which I've already answered, so I'm not going to go back through them again. I've tried to answer them in the comments as well. But there's been a bit of confusion regarding this final episode doodah, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, which I don't know why because I've clarified it a lot. But anyway, this isn't the last episode. Hopefully, this will be the episode where we finish off this. And all this bottom bit, which we're getting there now. So this will be the last episode doing this and then finishing this off. And then we'll have one extra episode where we'll spend all the time going back over the prison, doing the little odd jobs, things that I might have missed off or things that we need to change. So things like, at a minimum, changing this common room to a... I want to do a shakedown tonight. Changing this common room to a holding cell. We need to look over these areas here, the kitchen, and make sure that actually, do we really need them as staff only? We need to perhaps add walls around the outside. Oh, there's another tunnel. Perhaps add perimeter walls around the outside. We also need to go around and place the sniper towers, which I haven't got, and to be honest with you, probably don't need. I really don't need them by the look of it. I'm going to delete all of these little sections of wall because they just don't serve any purpose, to be quite honest with you. These bits here, but obviously we want sniper towers there, and there for no other reason. We were going to put them in the corner as well, but I don't think we've got the room really. We also need to go around and place the flooring as well, because there's a lot of flooring missing in these areas where the guards walk. So that's what that episode will pretty much be devoted to, and that'll be after this one. And yeah, if you see anything that needs changing, then by all means let me know now, because otherwise I won't have a clue for what happens later on. Right, I just need to check, see how these connect up. It looks like they go straight down from here, the hot water like so, which should be able to connect all of these up. So, there's all of the hot water and things. I have missed a couple of items. We have to go to Windows. And also, we're going to do probably a special 3D episode as well, where we'll go around the entire prison in 3D. Now, one thing I want to do as well is do the escapes. We'll do an escape mode, we'll do violence, we'll do all of that, we'll do the full thing, we'll do the full lot. So that's what, just to clarify that as well. Right, so there's that sorted, all of the water stuff. We do need television just opposite. TV, just opposite the thing here. Just opposite the bed. So, what else do we need? I think we need to do... I think that's that, actually. I think them cells are pretty much done. I'm pretty sure they're pretty much done. I've plumbed them all in as far as I can tell. Right, so that's all connected up. This is connected up. They've got automatic door openers. This hasn't got flooring, but we'll do that later. This side. So we need to put in the laundry. So it's 4 laundry machines in the corner. In the back corner. So we'll go to rooms and then laundry. Like so. And then we need to zoom in and then laundry machine. So it's, oh, we can't rotate them round. Ah! Right, so we're not going to be able to copy the exact one at the top because we cannot rotate them round. Because you can't rotate laundry machines for some reason. I don't know why, just one of the items that you can't rotate. One there, then one there. In terms of the ironing boards. And then, to be honest with you, because it doesn't really matter, I just put a boatload of these laundry baskets in. Probably too many, but they're in now. Right, so looks like water. In terms of water, we are pretty much sorted for that. We just need to do that. That connects that up. Electrical cable is already in there. And that should be that room. If I'm honest, yeah, that's actually now a legitimate room. It didn't really take long at all, did it? So we just need to go to logistics and then prison labour and then assign many people to that. How many have we got assigned? We've got max people assigned to it, so we might as well max that out as well. Right, speaking of max people out, let's assign all the workshop to people like that, and then same on the other side as well. Just, mouse click. Right, sorted. So utilities run straight down and then connect this room. What I want to do is just run it into... Oh my good grief, that is not what I wanted to place. I've just bought loads of power switches rather than electrical cable. Oopsie. Let's just run the cable into that side. There we are. These are automatic doors. That's fine. So, what I'm going to do is go to rooms and then to forestry, and we'll expand the forestry down. So the forestry goes to the end there, like so, and then it runs like this. Okay, and to there. Right. So, that runs to the end. Up the top here, we can see that we've got some tables there and some tables up the top. So let's just place all of the tables in. So, table, and then they go down the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Actually, no, they don't do that. There's a bit of a difference because there's a gap 3, I believe. At which corner, though? Other corner. I had it right in the first place. Darn and blast. Because we've got like a press in that corner. Right. So, 1, 2, and then along that side as well, up until the end. Right, so it is 2 here. 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. And then all the way along here. Up into the end. Right. And then we need to put the saws and the presses in. Welcome to the Prison Architect Press channel. Oh, delete. There we go. Just try and delete all the tunnels if we actually have any. So, still free time. These are not watered up for some reason. Because for some reason it hasn't been placed there. That's just weird. Dismantle utility there as well because we can. We don't need it there. So everybody is assigned here. We've got different people assigned to patrols. We've got the ones going around there. We've got in the solitary. We have, as far as I can tell, we still need to produce 10 superior beds, which is only ever produced the 1. We have... How many people in here? It looks like we don't have anyone. Again, in max... No, we don't have. We have protective custody, but we don't have anyone in death row. So it means that one person has been removed from that. So, yes, they've actually had their sentence reduced as well because of the way it works. We've never actually done done the electric chair thing. We've never done any death row or anything like that, which, yeah, fine with me. Right. So, materials, ceramic. Concrete tile. Ceramic would not work. Ceramic all the way to the end, and then we will do ceramics. Why do I keep saying ceramics? Concrete tiles. Go all the way to the end here. Like that. Right. Those doors are locked open. These ones don't need to be. So, how have we got all of these items placed? So, it is workshop press from the corner upwards, and then pretty much as many as we can fit in. Up to 20 is how it is. So let's start that. So it is the press, and I believe it starts there. 1 from the end, is it? Or 2 from the end? 1 from the end. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That doesn't make sense because I don't think this one is like that. No, because we didn't put one there. That's why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right, okay. So we just need to cancel. Need to cancel that one. Alright. And then that one goes there, I believe. Yes. So that should be it all done. Excellent. Workshop saws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Boom! Okay, so there's all of that done. That's a lot of money we've spent, by the way. So I don't know if I'll actually have enough to get this one sorted. And I believe it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, is it? 6, 18 saws and 1 press. Alright, let's just try it then. From where are we measuring it from? Measure it from the bottom. It is next to that door, which means we are measuring it from here. 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Does it come to the door? Someone's ODing over there, but I think it's already been taken care of. Right, and then there's that. Now we won't have enough money. Yeah, insufficient funds. Okay, so we will wait until we've got a bit of money. Obviously there's exports going out, we've got people coming in. The higher risk stuff has been opened up, so we're getting more money for people coming in. We've got 5 normal and 5 maximum security coming in here. In terms of reoffending, let's have a quick look. Still on 14. That's not really going to shift now. Obviously the more we get, we're going to have a really big shift for that percentage to go up and down. I don't know what the national average is for countries in terms of reoffending rate, but 14% reoffending rate sounds quite good. Don't know if it is good, but it sounds quite good. Anyway, we're getting 15 grand per day. Looks like there's only 20 guards available because we got so many patrolling, so it might be best if we actually hire some more guards, up to maybe 100 guards. But that might be over-guarded, really, considering that we'd then have pretty much 1 guard every 3 prisoners, which is, I'm guessing, a lot over. I can't imagine it being the average, that one. Let me just connect up these 2 areas, like so. I need to make sure that they are all sorted. There we are. That should power them all up. And then we want workshop saws again, which we'll only be able to get a couple in. 1, 2, 3, and then that's it. 4. 2 more. We'll get it sorted pretty much. What else? Come on. Come on. Nope, money's not coming in. Right, balls to it. Right. While I'm waiting, let's have a quick run around and see if there's anything I've missed. I just want to see that television's across from there. Yes, the flooring is in as far as I can tell. Cleaning cupboard with people assigned. Yes, the heat. We haven't checked the heat. Room quality. The room quality is fine. Temperature. We can see the temperature in these cells is fine apart from that one, because apparently I haven't put in a radiator. Resolved now. Job done. That's why you check these things. What else? Let's go back to that heat map. Actually, I want to go to informants. I want to see. I want to activate one of them as well. I'll activate a couple. Activate 3 of them. Why not? We'll have a little chat. Just because by the time they've got shifted and such. Look at that. Look at all the contraband pop up and say, oh, these guys have got XYZ. Yes, well, we are aware now. Look at that. There's loads of it. See, these guys are targeted now. These guys are now targeted. We had 4 people, and I'm guessing 2 of them have left. 2 of them will have left now. We don't yet have any intake just yet, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning, so we've got a little bit of time until they turn up. We only need, in this place, one more workshop saw. There we go. That's still not a legitimate room. What we'll do, we'll put a press in the corner, and then the rest is carpenter's table. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Let's have a quick look up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 they've fitted in there as well. But remember, these can't be rotated around, so it's going to be quite problematic to actually fit them in. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we should be able to fit these in, no problem at all. Once we get this intake, which will give us 10 grand, I should then be able to finish this side off. So, yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we are. There's all of that in. And that is now a legitimate workshop with everything that it needs to have. Let's just go to electrical cable. We'll just power that up, and that won't blow the grid because, as you can see, it's okay there. Right. I think we're done, you know. I think we are pretty much there. I think so. That is, as far as I can tell, all of the major building completed. I'm looking around. I can't think of anything else that needs to be done. I think we are about there. So, this is not the last time you're going to see this prison. As I said, there's a couple more episodes to go. At minimum, we're going to be doing another episode where we'll be going around the prison and doing the odd little tweaks and changes that I've mentioned earlier, as well as do things like remove these sections of fencing that aren't needed, adding the sniper towers in places where we think we need it, putting the flooring in, maybe going around and putting some perimeter wall in, things like that, and just altering things like the we also need to do the this common room here, move that over. Actually, we need to dismantle that and change it to a protective custody cell. I think, yeah, protective custody. So that's the sort of things we need to crack on with in the sort of last extra type buildy episode, and then after that we're going to do an escape. And we'll probably do a violence, and then we might even do a 3D one as well. And there's a bit more death because of this person here, which is a snitch. Alex Davies. Hang on, was he not one of my informants? He was not, I don't think. We never found out that he was here. It's really problematic, that. You pretty much have to be alert every time. There's no real choice in it. You have to constantly stare at this when you get intake, or there's no manual way of doing it. It's just a bit tedious. Anyway, that is technically the last construction episode for this series. As I said, the next one will be building, but it'll be some sort of extra one where we go around and change things. If you have any suggestions for changes, if you've noticed anything that's missing, even if it's a floor panel, if it's things that you think we should move over, that can be reasonably done in a short amount of time and will benefit the prison to a good extent, not just, move this over there because it'll look better, or move X to Y because it'll give you 1.3% efficiency. I'm not bothered about really scrutinizing the design, but anything that's missed, anything you really want to see changed, that sort of thing, by all means, comments in the comments, and we will go from there in the next episode. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings. Been the longest build ever.